Happy spooky season, everybody. This is Lance.
This is Chris.
And this is the 90s Nuts podcast. I know it's been quite a while. This is a surprise drop because we are also dropping the N64 episode around the same time that we're dropping this. But this is our top 10 favorite memories or things about the spooky season. It's just about to be Halloween, and we wanted to do this for you guys. So as always, if we've been hearing great feedback from you guys regarding the podcast and different ideas. And again, if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to hit us up on email, 90snutspodcast@gmail.com. Check out our Facebook. We're also on Spotify as well, and Podbean and other, pretty much anywhere you can find us.
Hit us up on X.
Yeah, true. Yeah, go on X. The 90s Nuts podcast. But yeah, feel free to interact with us. We've been getting a lot of feedback from people regarding the podcast and different ideas for the future. And we'll be talking about our next episode as well at the end of this one. And it was actually a suggestion that was made to us from somebody that had messaged us on the Facebook. But yeah, we are talking about the Halloween season, spooky season. And Chris, what does Halloween mean to you?
It's always been a favorite of mine because candy.
True.
My mother loves the holidays, or the holiday. We do our, our setups, with our animatronics and our other things that scare kids half to death, but...
Yeah, I'll have to take a picture one of the nights before, around this time when you guys have all the inflatable stuff.
We usually take it out on
social
trick or
media.
treat.
Yeah, so you guys will have to take a picture and
trick or
look it up.
treating, all the different costumes I've done over the years. There were some cool ones. One year I was Bret Hart. I borrowed Adam's wig and had the glasses and the whole thing. One year I was Drew Bledsoe.
Nice. If you put an S in front of the word Hitman, then you have my opinion of Bret Hart.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, one of my favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin things.
Yeah.
I actually, I'll be talking about favorite costumes at some point during the episode. So, Chris, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I always go first, so you can go first.
Okay. All right. So we are going to do our top 10 different things. Now, this can be memories, things that we like about Halloween, all sorts of different things. So my number 10 is going to be the decorations. I always love seeing light displays, pumpkins, you see gourds like squashes, that kind of thing, always outside. The inflatables, giant skeletons. I love those things that people have now where they have the projectors that project images on their house. I've seen some really cool ones with Nightmare Before Christmas, like icons and different stuff.
We're going to have to debate about that. Is that a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
It's a Halloween movie, because this is what I will say about that. So here's the thing. Whenever Disney... Now, the funny thing about Nightmare Before Christmas is this. Nightmare Before Christmas was originally going to be released by Walt Disney Pictures. But I think what had happened is Disney didn't release too many PG-rated animated movies at the time. Yeah, it's stop-motion animation, so it's a little bit different. But I remember seeing on a VHS that they said Walt Disney Pictures was going to release it first. And then I think what had happened is that when they realized it would be a little spookier and PG-rated animation wasn't something they usually did, they were like, okay, we own Touchstone, let's release it under the Touchstone Pictures banner. So, believe it or not, Nightmare Before Christmas was originally released in '93. It was released by Touchstone Pictures. And then ever since then, whenever they re-release the movie in theaters, it's always under Walt Disney Pictures, because now Disney has released PG-rated animated movies, because what happened was the first PG-rated animated movie that they ever released. Remember when they used to do the yearly animated movies?
Yeah.
The Black Cauldron was the first PG-rated animated movie they ever released, and it flopped big time. So they stopped doing that, and they stopped releasing PG-rated animated movies until 2000, when technically they released James and the Giant Peach, which was also stop motion, but it was also stop motion live action hybrid. And then Dinosaur, when that came out, that was PG. That was 2000, and that was more CGI. Granted, they used live action backgrounds with CGI animated dinosaurs, but the first PG-rated animated, traditionally drawn animated movie that they released since The Black Cauldron was Atlantis in 2001. So that was a pretty big jump, and ever since then they started releasing like PG-13 rated movies with pirates. That was the first PG-13 rated movie ever released under the Disney banner, and then they started doing that more and more.
And then when they owned Star Wars.
Yeah, because even Revenge of the Sith was the first PG-13 rated Star Wars movie, because all the other ones were PG, and then they just started releasing them all.
Right, but back in that time period, there was no PG-13. It was GPGR.
Yeah, well, yeah, because all the other Star Wars movies were PG, because PG-13 wasn't created until '84. Yeah, so You're right about that. And then with the prequels, the first two were PG. However, I think that in hindsight, they probably would have been PG-13 after a certain point, because there was a point in the 2000s where they started changing up ratings. Like G-rated movies probably 2004 would probably have been PG. And then, I'm surprised that Hunchback of Notre Dame is still considered G, because it's the first movie you ever hear the word hell talked about in an animated Disney movie. I think Hunchback of Notre Dame was very dark, and I think that would have been PG.
Well, the subject matter of the Hunchback is dark anyway.
Yeah, like Lion King also would have been PG. Like a lot of those
because of the death
old
of
ones, yes, a lot of those. But yeah, we're going on a little bit of a tangent of that.
We'll talk about that in another video.
Yes, we'll have to. But yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, I always think of it as this. Nightmare Before Christmas was originally released in October.
Okay.
It was literally released 2 days before Halloween.
Okay.
So I will always consider Nightmare Before Christmas to be strictly a Halloween movie. And all the re-releases, Halloween. So that's how you know. I never watch Nightmare Before Christmas on Christmas time. I always watch it there. But also another cool thing with decorations, I always see people getting those giant Jack Skellingtons, which I think are cool too. Like they're almost as big as those big ass skeletons that you can get at Home Depot.
We have a Jack with Zero.
Yeah.
Blow up.
Yeah. You guys have a Undertaker inflatable now, don't you? Yep. That's awesome. That's perfect for a Halloween theme too. So, all right, Chris, what is your number 10?
Costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love costumes. I was a Phantom of the Opera one year.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Of course. Had the mask, the cape, they actually have a Phantom of the Opera. Costume. Comes with a mask, the cape, the shirt, the everything. And actually, with that costume, I did a Phantom concert when I was in college.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And we did all Phantom stuff. So I put the mask on and I sang with the mask on and the cape and everything. Did all the Phantom songs in the Phantom costume.
I still remember senior year of high school when you sang Music of the Night at the talent show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember that.
Andrea learned the left hand part because she played the piano for me. I didn't get to perform it at the second one.
Yeah. But I remember that you sang that. I mean, we've always liked Phantom of the Opera.
You never got to see it on Broadway, though.
No, I have not. No.
It's closed now.
Yeah, well, I know that. I just read recently, did you hear that Guillermo del Toro is doing a new version of Frankenstein for Netflix? It's dropping in a couple weeks.
I did not hear that.
So he said that next up he wants to do a version of Phantom of the Opera,
nice.
Which I think will be cool. I mean, of course it won't be the music. Some people will say what they want about the theatrical movie that came out 20 years ago. I like it.
I liked it. Gerard Butler could have been a little bit better, I think. But
I'm surprised he hasn't sung on more musicals, to be honest with you.
He does have a good voice.
He does. Like, and it's funny, Emmy Rossum, you don't hear about her being in other musicals.
Nope.
Patrick Wilson, you never hear about him being in other musicals.
He's Raoul, right?
Yeah. Raoul.
I said Raoul.
I know, I'm just messing with you. Let me see it, please. Sorry. I like quoting that movie sometimes. What are some of your other favorite costumes?
Let me think. Oh, I was a pumpkin my first Halloween, like every other baby in the world.
I think every baby's a pumpkin at some point.
Yeah. God, I have a lot that I just can't remember.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like dressing up. I've always liked dressing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you on that. I'll be talking about my favorite costumes at some point. All right. So my number 9 is all of my memories from trick-or-treating. So I used to trick-or-treat in a particular part of town. And East New Lenox Road off of Williams?
Yep.
So my aunt and uncle live on East New Lenox Road. And we would always trick-or-treat in the side streets. And it was just always so fun because people always gave good candy. And you know who lived in that neighborhood who always gave me extra candy?
Who?
Mrs. Fox.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yes, my kindergarten teacher. He wasn't yours. I mean,
but
yeah,
I know who she is.
Yeah, me and I think she might be long gone by this point because she was pretty old when we were in kindergarten.
Yeah,
she had to have been like maybe in her late 60s, early 70s.
Maybe late 50s, early 60s.
I mean, her hair was pretty white though.
Yeah, but I don't really remember because I really didn't see her.
Yeah. Because you had
Pantone.
Yeah, you had Mrs. Pantone, I remember.
Who Michael also had.
But yeah, her Mr. Fox always gave us like good candy and stuff like that. She'd always recognize me, which I thought was cool. But yeah, I would always have like a big ass pillowcase of candy. And then I would go to my grandmother's after and we'd have hot apple cider, eat some of our candy. My mom always told us you can only have 3 pieces of candy on Halloween night. And yeah, that was always fun. She was like, I have to check it though first because,
razor blades.
Yeah. But that was always enjoyable. And yeah, trick-or-treating was always enjoyable. So one of my favorite trick-or-treat memories. So in 6th grade, do you remember when I lived on Dewey Ave?
Yes.
And my next door neighbor, Elijah, the black kid?
Yep.
Yeah. He went trick-or-treating with me in 6th grade, and there was one of the houses in the neighborhood that had like one of those dummies sitting on a lawn chair on the porch. And there was a bowl, and it said, take 1 piece of candy. However, either all the kids got to it before us, or somebody took more than what they should have, so it was empty, and we were so aggravated. And then Elijah was just like, yo, check this out. He goes up to the dummy and he goes, I'm like, what are you doing, Elijah? And he goes, I'm going to give it a Stone Cold Stunner. Now, it was on a porch. Now, he goes to give it a Stone Cold Stunner out of the chair. It didn't look like a Stone Cold Stunner because this was like 98. So this looked more like a diamond cutter in a way. And it actually looked more of what would now be considered the RKO. So 5 or 6 years before the RKO was like a thing, he goes up and he like launches off the porch with his dummy and like just completely like gives it like a diamond cutter RKO. And I remember after he did that, we hauled ass like away from the house, and I still remember to this day, like we went to school the next day and he told everybody like I did it. And so I started laughing like so hard. He goes, all these people are gonna think that you're hilarious and everything, and I'm like, dude, you were the one that did it. And he goes, yeah, but I want to give you the credit for this. And I'm like, sometimes I wish phones were like camera phones were a thing because I would have recorded that shit. But yeah, I always used to like doing that. And then I probably stopped trick-or-treating. I think sophomore year was the last year I trick-or-treated. Because it was when I was with my high school girlfriend and we went around her friend's neighborhood.
Which one?
The only high school girlfriend I had.
I thought you had 2.
I had 1.
I had like 4.
Yeah. It was the one that I was consistently with through high school.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, that one. Yeah. But, yeah.
It's funny when I can say which one.
Yeah, well, it's a lot better now when you say which girlfriend now because of the way my life is. But, yeah. A little bit different in high school.
In high school, we weren't into those kinds of things.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Chris, what is your number 9?
Decorations.
Yeah.
I like going around, seeing the decorations that other people have up, like down at the corner of our street. Yeah. They have a great...
Right when you go over to the corner in that first house.
Yeah. Where the house is right at the corner.
Yeah.
They have a really good Halloween.
I think I know whose house that is. You ever met my mom's friend Kelly? The blonde that has the same birthday as I do?
Probably at some point.
I think that's Kelly's mom, Jane's house.
Sure it's not the Codys?
Huh?
Chris Cody?
Oh, maybe it could be. I'm not sure. I could be mistaken. Maybe she's the next house over.
Because they always have a good setup.
Yeah.
I've always loved their setup for years and years and years.
Yeah.
So I've lived in this house for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
And never really lived outside of this neighborhood.
Yeah. With my job, I see some nice house decorations.
I'm sure you do.
And it's beautiful. Oh my God, being able to walk and see these houses like in Dalton, when I deliver in Dalton, some of those houses have some really nice decorations. You go on Pleasant Street in Dalton, you'll see some really, really, really nice houses that got some really good decorations. And you know what the funny thing is? There's this one house on Pleasant Street. They have that same waiter decoration you guys have.
Oh, yeah.
Like the butler waiter or whatever the hell. That looks kind of like Riff Raff from Rocky
Butler,
Horror.
Yeah.
They got some really nice decorations. Yeah. But, decorations are always nice. It's cool that me and you both have that on our list.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want?
Because I just like putting seeing what Penny does with their decorations. It's always good.
Yeah.
So.
And I gotta give it to you guys. You guys pretty much put the bulk of your stuff out for trick or treat, and then you put them away. And then that's time. How soon do you guys set up your Christmas decorations?
We usually set up the tree the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because when everybody comes over after we all eat dinner, because we have our gathering for
your wife makes a lot of food for the holidays.
Well, my mom wants people to see the tree.
True.
When they come over on Thanksgiving, so usually we set it up a couple days before Thanksgiving. We have the big snowman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same size as the butler.
Yeah, that's true. I usually do Black Friday.
We don't do a lot of things like outside because it's wintertime, snow and stuff. But we have the clay, we have the stickers, the what do you call them? The
decals.
Yeah, the decals
for the window and the doors and stuff.
Decals. We have the big Santa one for the bay window in the living room.
Yeah, you guys got that big. Don't you guys got that big ass mechanical Santa? Don't you guys have one of those?
We have a big ass mechanical snowman.
Oh yeah, that's right. My mistake.
And then we have the advent calendar. The advent calendar with Santa on top, and we'll open the doors every day.
I've been seeing some cool advent calendars this year that I kind of want to get.
I had a Star Wars one year.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that makes me excited for what we're going to talk about for Christmas time.
Yeah,
that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so for me, we're at number 8 now. So my number 8 was your number. What was it? Your number 10 favorite costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have had quite a few favorite costumes in the past. Probably my favorite of all time was last year when I was the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah! Yeah, that was that was my all-time favorite.
One of my favorites was when you were game over.
Oh, yeah! Thank you for reminding me about that. I was going to talk about that. Yeah. Oh my God. That was what, 20 years ago, probably?
You were with...
I was at it was the RJ's holiday party.
Yeah,
it was Halloween.
Yeah, but you were with Brittany.
Yeah, that's right. I was. Yeah, at that time. So I dressed up. I bleached my hair. For those of you that are Nick Arcade fans, because me and Chris sure the hell as are, Game Over, which is one of the enemies. I had the leather jacket. I had the green T-shirt. I had the black Game Over letters. I bleached my hair, and I remember I had a pie. It was just a pie crust with the whipped cream on it, and I remember I threw it at Tony. Yeah. That was, oh my God, that was classic, because I remember like RJ lost his shit when he saw that I was Game Over that year. Oh God, that was so fun. But yeah, I've done a different thing. I was Ghostface one year. That was in middle school. That was probably right around the time that Scream came out.
I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, Scream? Oh, okay. I think I know where you're going with that. But yeah, I've been Ghostface. And that's probably, I wasn't Leatherface. I was Roddy Piper from They Live one year, which was cool. I had a blonde mullet. I had a prop shotgun, and I had a flannel on with jeans.
Is that the one where you said, I'm here to do two things?
Yeah. And I was chewing bubble gum, and I had the sunglasses and everything. That was maybe 15 years ago. But yeah, I'm actually going to be another horror icon this year. I'm going to post about it. Yep. And I'm going to post about it on the page around Halloween time. But that'll be cool. At some point, I'm going to do all the big horror icons.
Freddy, Jason.
Yeah. Pinhead.
Ghostface.
I was Ghostface. I would like to do Leatherface again. I was thinking about being Sam from Trick or Treat at some point, with the burlap sack and everything, with the candy, the lollipop. Yeah, I think I did Stone Cold Steve Austin one year, which was cool, but I'll never be able to do that again, because I'll never be able to do the goatee. I'm always gonna have a full beard with the mustache connecting. But yeah, that was a fun one. Another favorite of mine was Les Grossman, Tom Cruise's character from Tropic Thunder. That was another funny one. But yeah, I'm just excited about the future with like different costumes, just because those are always favorites of mine. All right, you're number 8, Chris.
Horror movies.
Perfect.
Scream, especially. That was the first real horror movie I saw. Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, whoever else was in it.
Yeah.
Those are the only two I really remember.
Yeah.
From it. But yeah, Scream was like the first horror movie I saw.
Yeah, because you're not really big on horror, and Scream's also kind of comedic too.
Yeah, it's like more of a drama.
It's like it's a horror comedy, because it definitely parodies like the slasher genre.
Yeah, I mean,
90s horror wasn't as big as it was in the 80s,
no,
and then
like
Scream came out.
Yeah, because like Halloween was the 80s.
Well, Halloween, a lot of
started in the 70s.
It started in the 70s, but a lot of the sequels were in the 80s. Yeah.
And Jamie Lee Curtis was in all of them.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
And then once you get back to the 2000s, then it started getting into the real good horror.
Yeah, I think some really good horror was in the 2000s.
Some of the ones like Hostel.
Oh my God, we saw Hostel together, didn't we?
Together, yes.
Oh God, I remember that.
I walked out of The Sixth Sense.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I like The Sixth Sense. I liked it. It's funny, I had to see it again before I realized what the twist was.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Now, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, I wasn't big into those.
Yeah.
I mean, then
you know how I feel about Friday the 13th.
Yes, I know about that.
Yeah.
Even played the game on stream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I was never really big into those horror movies. But But I like horror movies. Unfortunately, Penny doesn't.
Yeah, I get that.
So I don't get a lot of chance to watch.
Well, there's been those times, remember when we used to have movie night and you guys would come over and watch the horror movies?
Yeah, but I mean, like, in general.
True.
Like, I can't just sit here with Penny and watch, something like Maniac Cop.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to reference Maniac Cop.
Okay, one of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah, because I had you watch it for the first time.
That's a true horror comedy.
It's funny because me and Matt and Nick, we have our own group chat, and we reference. So the guy that played the cop, Robert Zadar.
Yeah.
We would reference him here and there because I always make the joke that Robert Zadar's face looks like a baseball mitt. It looks like a baseball glove. If I showed you what his face would look like, it looks like a pitcher's glove. And so I always call him old baseball glove face. Because he always had that, like, what was the condition he had? Like, oh man, something to do with like cherub face, I think they call it. But yeah, we still. I've watched Maniac Cop too. I need to get you to watch it sometime.
I begged you to show me.
Yeah.
No, Chris, no.
Yeah, if you guys have never seen Maniac Cop, it's really cool. Tom Atkins, Bruce Campbell are like the main characters. Richard Roundtree from Shaft is like the police chief. But yeah, really cool, entertaining horror movie from the 80s.
It's a true
It's
comedy.
Funny. Yeah. And had you watched other things, like we watched the remake of The Thing, which is
we watched
one of my favorite sci-fi horror movies of all time. The Blob remake.
Yep.
Night of the Creeps.
Yep. We also watched what is it? Not Jeepers Creepers.
Night of the Creeps?
Well, I know we watched Arachnophobia.
Oh yes, with Eight-Legged Freaks.
Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yes. It's funny because Nick has never seen Arachnophobia.
Really?
We hung out with him last week because he had the week off. And we hung out and Nick wanted to watch... Now, all three of us have watched K-Pop Demon Hunters separately. But Nick was like, I want to watch this with you guys together. So Nick was like, I want to watch the sing-along so we can sing the songs together. So we watched it.
What is this?
K-Pop Demon Hunter? You guys haven't seen K-Pop? Oh. Penny, come here. Come here. Okay.
Just keep talking.
So, yeah, I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it because, like, it's, like, huge on Netflix right now.
Well, I know it's on Netflix. I just haven't watched it yet.
So, but yeah, it's very entertaining movie. So, I think you guys... At some point, Penny, you and Chris need to watch K-Pop Demon Hunters on Netflix.
Okay.
So I'll give you. It's about this girl group. They do K-pop, Korean pop group, and they fight demons. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's a musical. So I know you'll love it. And it's really cool. The soundtrack is catchy as hell. Sony made it, but they gave the distribution rights to Netflix. And I'm sure Sony is like kicking themselves in the leg right now because Netflix is making bank on it. Like there's merchandising deals out there. Both Hasbro and Mattel announced that they're both together doing a merchandising deal with the franchise. So there's guaranteed there's going to be a sequel. It became so big on the streamer that they started doing theatrical showings. And the first weekend that they did theatrical showings, they made like $20 million, which is crazy because it's definitely available on streaming. But yeah, you guys will like it. The soundtrack, all hits, really, really good. I think you guys will like it. But yeah, we love it.
Well, we haven't finished Wicked yet. We're halfway through Wicked. So.
Oh, well, you better get to it before part 2 comes out next month. But yeah. Yeah, really, really cool. I love how we're talking separately about different things because Chris was talking about horror movies and I just randomly started talking about that. But Nick had also never seen Arachnophobia and Matt was like, let's watch it. So we watched it. Of course, Nick was laughing because Arachnophobia is very funny.
Yeah.
Remember when we watched that and Eight-Legged Freaks at Matt's?
Yeah.
Yep. So he was, of course, a big fan of John Goodman's character, of course. And he also liked the practical effects with some of the spiders. And I'm like, yeah, that's a puppet and different things. And yeah, he really enjoyed the movie. So we're glad we introduced it to him.
Like me with Kingpin.
Yeah, that's true. Kingpin and the Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Movies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, you guys definitely need to watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
We will try.
Yeah.
It's just, when will I have time?
Yeah, of course. So I'll be talking about horror movies as well later on down the line. That was your number 8. So is my number 7. My number 7 is horror-themed video games. And I can think of a couple off the bat that I always loved. The original Resident Evil trilogy, particularly the second one. The second one is a big favorite of mine. I mean, you have the mansion in the first one, and then you have the police station in the second one, and then you have the third one, which is a continuation of the first one, but it's just Raccoon City as a whole. It's funny, I have the remakes of the entire trilogy. I do think the second one's the best, and I still have not played the third one yet, and I've had the remake of the trilogy, the whole trilogy, for quite some time. Code Veronica, I haven't played yet, but I've owned it for years. Resident Evil 0, I haven't played it yet. Also, another favorite of mine is the Dead Space trilogy. I haven't played the remake, but I have the remake of the first game. I love that because it reminds me a lot of Alien, which is a big favorite of mine. And then, of course, did you ever play Maniac Mansion on the original Nintendo?
No.
I did. I used to play with my dad a lot. I loved the Maniac Mansion. Such a fun game. And then I remember back in the day when the Family Channel did a TV series about it, and it had some people from Second City TV, like Joe Flaherty. He was the badass guy in Happy Gilmore. And then, of course, Eugene Levy. Of course, classic guy. Another thing that I've talked about when we talked about having to watch Stay Tuned together, we'll get to it at some point, future episode. But yeah, horror games have always been a big favorite of mine. What's your number 7, Chris?
Trick-or-treating.
Yep.
Okay, the best trick-or-treating story I have is I think it was the last year I went trick-or-treating was senior year. I was 17.
Wow. Okay.
It was me, Andrea, I think Jane, and maybe Matt. We went around Richmond because they give out money.
Go figure. It's Richmond.
Yeah, so the only reason we went is because we wanted to get money from me. I remember we get to this one house. The guy opens the door and it's like, aren't you guys a little old to be trick-or-treating as he's giving us money? Like, yeah, but we don't care.
Like, just fork over the cash, pal.
I was saying, yeah, because I was 17, so it was the middle of senior year.
Yeah.
Of high school.
Yeah.
But I loved going trick-or-treating. It was always mainly around my neighborhood. We'd go up a little bit, Springside and Grove Street and stuff like that, but mainly around here. This is my childhood, basically,
Do you have a favorite candy?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Hell yeah. Same. I don't know, there's something about it with those pumpkins, though.
Yeah.
The Reese's pumpkins. I don't know. It's great to have.
The Santas and the eggs.
Yeah. The pumpkins are great to have during Halloween. Like, it's like your own little spin on like Reese's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I always love the fun-size Snickers. Like, Snickers will always be my candy bar. You can't call Reese's candy bar.
Right, because it's not a bar.
Yeah, it's not a bar. You got Snickers with the nuts and the nougat and the caramel.
Snickers will always be my candy bar too.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta love it. I don't care if it's got the dick vein in it. I love eating them. Snickers was always my favorite. I think my least favorite candy bar, and I have no problem saying this, I know I might get some hate for it, I am not a fan of Three Musketeers.
Really?
Yeah, all it is fluffy chocolate.
I mean,
At least Milky Way had caramel in it. I call it caramel. I don't care if other people call it caramel. It's caramel.
It's caramel.
Caramel. Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Finally, I have somebody that agrees with me.
Yeah, exactly. And if you give me licorice, fuck off. No, I'm sorry. I am not.
If it's Twizzlers, that's okay. But
If it's red, that's one thing. If it's black, you're no longer allowed to give out candy anymore.
well, my mom likes black licorice.
Blech.
Yeah, I don't like
One
it.
thing I always love that you guys have always had here, the Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah, those are good.
Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah, I'm not a big jelly bean person, but the Starburst are pretty good.
Yeah, those are always great. And you guys always have like the Junior Mints. Yeah, those are always good.
I'm not a Junior Mints fan either.
Any other favorite candy?
Non-Perels. Snow Caps.
Oh, really?
I love Snow Caps.
Really?
Oh my god, my dad liked them.
Uh-huh.
I love those things.
I was never big on them.
I always loved them. Well, my dad would always have them,
Uh-huh.
so I would eat them,
Yeah.
and I just loved them
Yeah.
from then on.
For me, like, it's like I've never been big into them. I've had them before, but like other candies that I'm not really a big fan of it. I don't like now and laters. Not a big thing for me. I will say I have to be in a certain mood to like Whoppers. Just because, I don't know, there's something about malted milk balls that's just, I don't know. I have to be in a certain
agree
mood
with
for them.
that, yeah.
But yeah, Reese's, Snickers, anything that's got like peanut butter with chocolate or like nuts, caramel, and stuff like that.
Hershey almond with almonds.
Oh yes, those
Hershey
are
bars
good.
with almonds.
Almond Joy.
I don't like almond joy.
Why? Because the
I
coconut?
don't like the coconut, yeah.
Fair. Well, you know what? Like they say, sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. So,
Yep.
but nah, give me coconut and the almond any day. Like I like mounds, but Almond Joy was cool because it had almonds in it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big almond joy mounds fan because of the coconut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like coconut flavored stuff. I mean, I've eaten coconut. I've drank coconut milk,
Yep.
but I'm not really a big coconut fan.
What's your opinion on Rolos?
I can take them or leave them.
Yeah. Heath Bar?
It's okay,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't choose it as my candy.
True. I like Heath Bar and I like it crunched up in ice cream.
Yeah, I can eat it like that.
Yeah.
I
But
wouldn't go and buy a Heath Bar. And
Rolos I like because it was just tiny and it had the caramel in it. But of course, I will never turn down a Werther's. Like, I don't care if you're an old person. If you're hitting on trick-or-treat candy and you're giving me a Werther's, I
butterscotch.
will,
and- yeah.
oh my God, I will eat a Werther's or a butterscotch. I do not care. Or there was this one, when I used to trick-or-treat, there was this one person, they would always give out those strawberry grandma candies. Oh God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Give me those. I will. Oh
I
my
like
God.
Werther's butterscotches.
Mm-hmm. I like now that Werther's had the soft creams. Those are good too.
Yep.
Yep. So what are we at now? We're at
6.
number 6.
Yep.
All right, my number 6, and this is a very specific thing for me. Now, I will talk about this in general. For me, it would be any kind of Halloween special. For me, it was always different specials. I'll always remember the Family Matters Halloween specials. Do you remember the Steve-O series?
Yes.
With the dummy? Yeah.
Freak me out.
Yeah. And then I remember the second one. They had Carlsbad, like the Carl dummy.
They're so creepy.
Do you remember the Roseanne Halloween episode of the haunted house?
I freaked the fuck out.
Remember when Dan had the axe in his
Yes.
head and he said he had a splitting headache?
That
Yep.
just freaked me out when I was
Yep.
younger.
The Rugrats Halloween Special Candy Bar Creep Show with
Yep.
the Reptar bars. Bloodstone Manor from Doug.
Treehouse of Horror every year.
Oh yeah, Treehouse of Horror
Simpsons.
was always good. I will always remember the Halloween episode of Beavis and Butthead, Bungholio, Lord of the Harvest.
I never saw that.
That's a big favorite of mine. there's been like some other ones. That
There
I've
was
always loved.
one. I don't know if it was a Halloween special or not. And it's a very old show.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh, okay.
And Mary Tyler Moore played
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke's wife.
Yeah.
One, she's like, and she pulled her hair back, and she had the eyes in the back of her head.
Oh, yes.
It freaked me out.
Oh, yeah, I can
and
imagine.
Richard Simmons jumping out of that book in the Richard Simmons things in the morning, that freaked me out too.
Yeah, I get you on that. But yeah, any kind of special was a big thing for me.
Yeah, Halloween episodes.
Yeah. Okay, you're number 6, Chris.
Man, a lot of it delves into the same things.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wasn't big into these, but haunted houses.
Yeah.
I give my number 1 to this one in Niagara Falls.
Oh, really?
I have a story about it. We were in Niagara Falls. We just went up for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's Canadian side,
Mm-hmm.
mind you. So there's a Denny's and a haunted house across the street from each other.
Yeah.
Now, Michael and I didn't want to go into the haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
So we went over to Denny's to have some ice cream.
Yeah.
So my mom and Vito went into the haunted house.
Yeah.
But before, there was what you thought was just a wax figure
Mm-hmm.
standing outside with this thing in his mouth.
But it was actually a person.
Yeah, but let me get to that. So my mom's like, look at that. And Vito's like, that's a real person. She's like, no, it's not. It's not a real person.
Well, bad.
So she go up and she's like doing, like squeezing his face, pushing the thing in his mouth.
Oh my
And
God.
everything to him, She's like, would you let me do this and this if it was a real person? So Vito goes up and the guy like jumps out at him, jumps out of his freaking skin.
Oh my God. So the guy just no-sold your mom, like just
Yep.
squeezing his face like
in
a.
his face, pushing the thing that was in his mouth, doing stuff. Nothing. When Vito went up to him, just total freaked him out. He jumped out of his skin.
I love that.
Well, Michael and I are over at Denny's getting explained how Canadian currency works. Because I didn't have any Canadian money on me,
Mm-hmm.
so I had to pay it with American.
Yeah.
Because in Niagara Falls, they'll switch it from Canadian to American. It costs a little bit more
Yeah.
because of the exchange fee, but
Yeah.
so I had the lady at Denny's explain to me what a loony attitude were.
Yeah.
I wanted to say lady.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
So I think it's funny that you're number 6 because number 5 is my haunts. Look, it says right there, number 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love haunted attractions. The first one I ever went to, Reed had one when we were in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going to it. And I remember it was so funny. Like the one thing that always stood out to me is the little Nick dressed up as Chucky,
Yeah,
which
I
I thought was
remember.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, haunts are always cool. I like going to Field of Horrors. I didn't go this year, but one of my favorite times going to a haunt, I always laugh because some of the, like when you get jump scared, you laugh after.
Yeah.
I primarily go because I like to have the jump scares happen, and then also I like to see the like how people deck out, like the haunted attractions.
Mhm, yeah.
And it's just so fascinating, like how people set these up. And I'm like, the set design looks amazing. Like in Halloween Horror Nights, when I used to work at Universal, oh my God, the things that they would do for the sets there were amazing. But one of my favorite memories is that this girl was in one of the haunts, and it looked like a house and everything. She starts jumping on the bed in like this bedroom, and she goes, she mentioned something about like, does anybody want to play with me? And I'm like, I don't know if it's that kind of party you want to be playing with. And like everyone in my party just started laughing. She even laughed too.
Sorry.
Because I was like, I made a joke about like, I'd probably break that bed, honey. And this is back when I was 400 pounds, of course. And I'm like, I don't think that bed can handle my weight. And so we all started laughing, and that was just a lot of fun. So, all right. But yeah, number 5 for me is haunts. Do you have a number 5?
Pumpkin patch rides.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not like the haunted pumpkin patch rides. Just, when you just get in the back of a
Like the ones they do at Whitney's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those things. Those are fun.
Yeah. Do you like corn mazes?
I've done a couple corn mazes. Yes, I do like corn mazes. Those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that's like not scary,
Mm-hmm.
but fall themed, pumpkin rides, corn mazes, stuff like that.
Awesome.
What's your number 4?
My number 4, I had it marked down as something else, but I'm going to actually change it. I'm swapping my number 4 on my number 2. So my number 4 is every year I like to watch old horror trailers and TV spots for movies, primarily 80s and 90s. This has always been one of my favorite ones. It's just always something that I like doing. There is a Blu-ray compilation that I have that has all the trailers for every 80 horror movie, every horror movie from the 80s, which has always been fun. But I like watching those just because, and this will also delve into my number 1 later on down the line. But I've always liked horror trailers and TV spots. It's just that feeling of nostalgia without having to waste time watching a whole movie. If it's like a movie I like, I'll watch it. But sometimes just watching the trailer or the TV spot gives you that feel of like the whole movie in 30 seconds or a minute and a half. And another thing I like about trailers from back then is that teaser trailers were legitimately teaser trailers, not what they are now. Like teaser trailer now is like the length of what a trailer was, a full trailer was back in the day. I don't think there needs to be a 2-minute long teaser trailer unless it barely shows you anything from the movie. What you would call special shoot trailers, where there's footage that's not from the movie. Like one I can always think of, one of my favorite horror teaser trailers of all time is for a movie I watched this morning with my fiance. I watched Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And it's just skyline in New York. You see a figure looking at all the sights from Central Park, and this girl walks up and then just turn around and there's fucking Jason. And it's just so cool, so awesome. It's a special shoot trailer because it doesn't show you any footage from the actual movie. And it was only like a minute long. There were so many other teaser trailers that were big for me. But yeah, trailers in general and TV spots, like the commercials, just give you that nostalgic feeling. What about your number 4?
Picking a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Pumpkin picking.
Mm-hmm. You put carving in with that too?
Huh?
Carving too?
Yeah. Doing jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. That was always a big fun of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked carving the pumpkin. I always like pumpkin seeds too.
Mm-hmm.
So I always, eat the seeds or something.
Yep.
The Rugrats episode where they ate the pumpkin seed and they said, if you drink water, it's going to grow inside you.
That was a watermelon.
Oh, that was a
Remember
watermelon.
with Chucky? Yeah,
that was
the
a
inside
watermelon.
story? Yeah. Yeah, I love pumpkin seeds too. T ended up making the pumpkin seeds, and I've actually had a Ziploc bag of them in my lunchbox for every day for this week. Yeah,
I would buy the packets of pumpkin seeds.
Yep.
Pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds.
See, my whole thing is that I don't eat sunflower seeds anymore because I don't like the fact that I have to spit them out. As a kid, I made the fatal mistake. Not a fatal mistake, but a very painful mistake of swallowing the shell.
I did too.
Oh!
I didn't mind it.
Don't swallow the shell. Because trust me, it's going to hurt coming out.
It never did with me.
You must have chewed it really damn well then. I sure as hell would not swallow the shells now after having the surgery.
I love pistachios. I love shelling them.
Oh, yeah. Those are good too. But yeah, seasoned pumpkin seeds. Oof,
yes.
Always
they have to
really
be
good.
Seasoned.
Yeah.
Or salted or
You
something.
can't eat them plain.
No.
Nope.
No.
You know who makes really good pumpkin seeds?
Oh.
My brother. Billy makes really good
Billy makes really good
seeds.
stuff.
Yeah, he does. I think Billy actually seasons his house pumpkin seeds with the dip seasonings that we get at the Big E every year.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
I love those dips.
Yeah, so good. My number 3, we're getting to the big 3. and I already know this is going to be on your list, but it needs to be discussed as a whole, and that will be Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Absolutely. No doubt that's my number one.
Yeah, exactly. Number 3, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Where can I start? I can also put Tales from the Crypt on this list. Any kind of anthology series for me.
But Are You Afraid of the Dark was so much better.
Yeah, you could put Goosebumps in there as well, but Are You Afraid of the Dark? The best anthology series for kids growing up in the 90s.
Horror related.
Amazing. There are so many good episodes that I can think of. Tale of Dead Man's Float, Laughing in the Dark. That's one of your favorites, I know, because Zebo.
Yeah, Zebo.
Of course, Twisted Claw, the first episode. There's so many other ones.
What's the one with the taxi?
Oh, Phantom Cab.
Yeah, with the guy that looks like Michael Malley.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I kinda died.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, that was the first episode with Dr. Vink.
Yep.
With
another one of my favorite one is Hungry Hounds.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's on the snack tape.
Yeah, of course. It's a terrible episode, but still it's enjoyable. Yeah.
When they were alive.
Yeah. Frozen Ghost, of course. I'm cold. Shiny Red Bicycle.
Yep, Shiny Red Bicycle was good.
Let's see. Curious Camera. The Chameleon episode with the Maori sisters, Tia and Tamara.
Yep.
Midnight Madness, another Dr. Vink episode, of course.
What was the one with the carnival?
I'm trying to remember. Isn't that Laughing in the Dark? Isn't that the Zebo episode?
I think there was another one that was maybe that is the Zebo episode.
Oh, wait. I think that might be the Bookish Babysitter. Maybe.
No, remember No, I'm thinking of the new Are You Afraid of the Dark one.
Oh, okay.
They had that carnival and
yes.
On the next day.
Yeah, this is the most recent one you're talking about,
yeah,
right?
That's what I was
thinking. Yeah, that's not a bad one. I liked it a lot better than when they came back and did what was it, season 6 and 7, yeah.
One of my favorites though is the series finale of the original series.
Yeah.
JT York keeps showing up.
Yeah.
As a ghost kid.
Yeah.
The kid who played JT.
Yes.
Degrassi.
Yep.
He kept showing up, and they had to keep going to the old members of the original Midnight Society to get the record to find the thing, and they scratch off the horse's eye, and it's like,
Also, The Nightly Neighbors.
The Nightly Neighbors, yeah, that was a good episode.
That was a very good episode, and then also, of course, Tale of Dark Music.
Yeah, that was freaky.
Yeah.
The Poltergeist one,
said, come on in, I'll suck your soul, or something like that. Remember when we watched the John Trot episode of that?
Yes.
When, please play with me, you just hear John Trot go, woo!
I love that guy.
Oh, man. And the bully, when he had him sucked into the basement, and then he gets his bike back. Yeah, such a good... He was definitely like a Roger Klotz, in live action form.
Yeah.
Looked like he had a Metallica shirt on and everything.
Yeah, what was the one with the clown? Clown nose.
The Zebo.
Okay.
That's the Laughing in the Dark.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, the Dr. Vink episodes are always good, like Midnight Madness with, Conor Orlock from Nosferatu coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, another favorite. One of the scariest villains in the whole series. Tale of the Night Shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vampire.
Who doesn't watch that?
Oh my god, yeah. Remember when he gets lit on fire and then falls off the freaking roof?
Yeah, after this we're gonna watch that episode.
So good. And then of course any of the episodes with Sardo.
Yeah,
the Super Specs. Those are really good.
Yep.
Yeah, Sardo was always
You
funny.
always notice that they're the same actors.
Yeah. Some of the same actors in each episode, yeah. Of course.
Dr. Vink and all, he was always Dr. Vink.
Yeah. Remember in Laughing in the Dark when he was also the carnival barker?
Yes. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, and he cut his hair and his beard and everything. It was so weird. But yeah.
And you see the same kids.
Yes.
Are different characters.
Yeah.
It's like seeing Diane Neal as a perp in a
Yeah, and SVU, and then
SVU.
having her be Novak later on.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Like, wasn't she?
Yeah, wasn't she also she was also in that? She was in that episode where those women attacked that stripper, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And it was her, and it was also the woman that played April O'Neil in Turtles 2 and 3.
Oh, Paige
Turco. Yeah, Paige Turco. Because she was also she played Kyle MacLachlan's wife in a later episode.
You know, I didn't know Judith Hogue was in Halloween Town.
Yeah, she's the mom.
I know that now.
Yeah.
Because I watched it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love Judith Hogue.
Yeah, she was the better April, I think.
I was supposed to meet her at Heroes Hideout, but they canceled it.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Eventually, we'll have to go to a 90s themed con.
Yeah, a 90s con.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I want to get her to sign my Turtles DVD.
Mm-hmm. So you said, Are You Afraid of the Dark's your number 1?
Yeah.
What's your number 3?
My number 3, it'd be like Halloween specials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you had on your list.
Got it.
We don't need to explain that anymore.
Yeah, of course. Number two for me is a mixture of different things. Halloween movies in general, any kind of horror movies, along with Monster Vision. I've always been a big Elvira, Joe Bob Briggs fan. Joe Bob Briggs will factor into my number 1 pick in a little bit. But I think you already know where I'm getting in with that. But horror movies in general, I love watching. Every year, I'm just a big fan of it. Just watching different movies. Like this whole past 2 weeks, I've gone through Friday the 13th series, Return of the Living Dead. I watched Ghoulies. What else have I watched this
Nightmare?
week alone? I actually haven't watched any Nightmare on Elm Street movies in a long time. I think I might get the 4K set that just came out.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah?
I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street.
They're funny. Like, I mean, the remake sucks. But,
can I just quick get on a tangent for a second?
Yeah.
Freddy versus Jason. How does that happen? Freddy can only come to you in your dreams. Jason never sleeps. How does that work?
Fair enough. I actually haven't watched Freddy vs. Jason in a while, and it was
funny. But it just
funny.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Jason never sleeps. Freddy can only come while you're sleeping.
Yeah, I know. You gotta
suspend
suspend
and then Jason in
belief.
space.
Yeah. It's funny. I used to hate Jason X, but
I'm sorry.
that's okay. You're gonna take me out for dinner first.
No,
yeah.
straight into it.
Yeah. Me and Chris, our foot just like hit together for a minute, so accidentally played footsie for a second there. Yeah, it's funny. I find a way to redeem. I don't think now there is one single Jason movie I don't like, because of you gotta like them even with their flaws. Like I used to hate Jason X, but now it's a favorite. You know, each one of them has their talk points. Even Part 5, and I will get into this with number 1. We'll talk about that. But yeah, like horror movies in general, I love The Thing. I had you guys over for a horror night. We watched The Thing and the Blob remake together.
Those were really good.
Which were really, really good. 2 of the greatest horror remakes of all time, in my opinion. I'll always love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original and the remake.
Those were both good.
Yeah. I think that Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, is one of the best horror remakes of all time.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah, well, Jessica Biel is a great final girl. And also, no disrespect to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but if I'm at a crossroads and on one end is the OG Leatherface and on the other end is the remake Leatherface, I'm sorry, I'm running to the OG Leatherface because the remake Leatherface is fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Oh, shit. That dude...
I saw the remake before I saw the OG.
Yeah. Didn't you? You saw the remake in theaters with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I hadn't seen the original one yet.
Yeah. And then when the remake came out on DVD, I remember we watched both at Matt's house.
Yeah.
But yeah. And it's funny because the guy that directed the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre did another great remake and directed the remake of Friday the 13th, which is also another solid remake. It's funny. You have remakes of classic horror icons that are good, and then you have another remake of a horror icon which is dog shit with Nightmare on Elm Street.
I haven't.
Even the Hellraiser remake was decent. Like, I liked it. I thought it was cool. Like, and I mean, it's just like, I think the people that are shitting on any of these remakes are purists, but yeah, I think everyone can come to agreement. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake is terrible. Some of the visuals are cool, but yeah. But I love watching The Thing and The Blob, Night of the Creeps, which was around before Slither, or I'm trying to think of another slug-based horror movie. But yeah, Night of the Creeps is really cool because it kind of gave you a B-movie feel, kind of like the Blob remake did too. Because I mean, the original Blob was a B-movie.
Right.
Night of the Demons. Remember when I had you guys watch that over at the house? We watched that with Night of the Creeps.
Yeah.
That's a cool movie too. I love that movie. But yeah, always great ones.
You're gonna love my number 2.
Oh, what's your number 2?
Horror movie marathon.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah, I love
marathons.
Mm-hmm.
Horror movies, they don't scare me.
Mm-hmm.
One movie that I always thought was never actually scary, it was just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, it never really scared me.
The only part that really was a jump scare was when she threw him back to
at the ending.
At the ending.
Yeah.
Before she did the.
Oh yeah, does the lunge at the camera thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only scare that I got out of that movie. Out of all 4 of them, because I've seen all of them.
Well, there's 7 now. You probably just haven't seen the first 4. Yeah.
I didn't know there was 3 more.
The 5th one, I never saw the 7th one, and I don't think I saw the 6th one.
What was the 5th one about?
The 5th one was just called. Oh my God, the 5th one was pretty good. It was about this Hispanic family.
Oh.
But the guy that ended up directing the 5th one directed the Happy Death Day movies, which are great horror comedies. It's pretty much a mix of a slasher comedy with Groundhog Day. Those are cool. I like those. And he also directed a really good. He was going to direct Scream 7, which is coming out soon. But after all the mess happened with Scream 7, he decided to leave. And he did this really cool psychological horror movie called Drop, which me and my fiance watched last night. Drop is a cool movie that came out earlier this year. It's not scary. It's very psychological. It's like a Hitchcock movie.
Kind of like Nope?
No, not like Nope.
So kind of like a Jordan Peele movie?
No. It's more of... It's not really scary. I think you and Penny would like it. It's a cool movie.
I love Hitchcock.
This woman is out to dinner with... it's a first date with a guy, and they go to this fancy restaurant, and she starts getting these airdrops on her iPhone, and this person is like, check your security cameras. And this is all in the trailer, which I think kind of ruined it a little bit. And there's this masked guy in the house and be like, if you don't kill your date, I'm going to kill your son and your sister. And it's like she's trying to figure out ways on how to not have to do it, trying to figure out who's doing this. And the reasoning behind the motive and everything was not what I was expecting, but it is a good movie. I don't say it's a horror movie, it's a psychological thriller. But when you say it's like that scary, yeah. It's kind of like how People Under the Stairs I don't consider to be very scary, even though it's a horror movie. I saw a meme recently. It's just because a movie does not scare you does not mean it's not a good horror movie.
Right.
Which I totally agree with.
I love Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. There are movies now that can be great horror movies that don't have to scare you. Let's say, for instance, one movie I think I saw over here for the first time was Serpent in the Rainbow. That Bill Pullman movie where he's in Haiti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that here. That doesn't really scare me. It's a good horror movie, though. Classic. Another classic horror movie, Shocker. And it's funny because Shocker, People Under the Stairs, and Serpent in the Rainbow are all Wes Craven movies.
I love Wes Craven movies.
Yeah. Those are really, really good. Of course, he did the Scream movies. I think the only one I don't like is Part 3. But I think that was more
First 2 were pretty good.
Yeah. And then 4. Also, I will say, even though he passed away after 4, because 4 was his last movie, 5 and 6 are good. I do think they're pretty good.
I haven't seen the
5 and 6 are great.
I haven't seen those newer ones.
The newer ones.
So 1 and 2, but I haven't seen 2 and
7. But yeah, those
7 hasn't come
really
out
good.
Yet,
All right, and I will say this for my number 1, since you already did your number 1. Halloween parties. And I
should have been on my list.
Yeah, Halloween parties will always have a special place in my heart. Whether it be at somebody else's place. I'm going to a Halloween party later tonight, which I'm excited about, over in the Worcester area. But Halloween parties always have a special place in my heart. I think you can already tell where I'm going to go with this. 2 years when I lived with my ex-wife, we had Halloween parties, and one of them was a big favorite. I took inspiration from Joe Bob Briggs when Monster Vision did a Up All Night Friday the 13th marathon, where they showed parts 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. They couldn't get the rights to 4 for some reason. And I took inspiration from that, and I think you remember this. I did a Friday the 13th marathon on Friday the 13th in October, and this was 2017, I think. And I did a marathon of the Paramount released Friday the 13th movies, 1 through 8, went from 8 p.m. all the way to 8 a.m. the next morning. And there were some people that stayed up all night to watch it. You didn't, of course. But there were other people that stayed up all night to watch all that. And it was fun. We had games. We had themes. Upstairs, we had, downstairs, we had the marathon of the movies. Upstairs, we had horror trailers and TV spots playing. I want to do that again when I get a new house. That'll be a blast. But yeah, I'm really excited.
You should get a furnished basement again.
Yes,
with
absolutely. Yeah, with a bar and a bathroom. Yeah, that was always fun. Had a pinata full of nips and candy in it and everything like that. Right. I would totally do that, and I would also put edibles in there too, which would be cool. I think that'd be nice. But yeah.
Well, now that it's legal.
Huh?
Now that it's legal.
Yeah, true. I mean, well, it's legal back then too. But yeah. So yeah, those are all of our favorite Halloween memories, and actually it's pretty good. We went a little over an hour. So I am going to announce what our next episode will be after this one. We are going to talk about our favorite game shows from the 90s. This was requested to me, and we'll be talking about quite a few ones. This won't just be Nickelodeon, it'll be across the board.
ABC, NBC,
yeah, all of them. So trust me, we are going to be talking about some fun game shows. I think I already have my top 3.
I gotta go through.
Yes, but there are going to be some deep cuts. Someone mentioned a deep cut to me that I used to watch on Lifetime. 2 that I used to watch on Lifetime that I'm excited to talk about. But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, if you guys ever want to reach out to us, hit us up on our email, 90snutspodcast@gmail.com. Check us out on X, Facebook. Check us out on Spotify, Podbean, all that different stuff. So as always, I'm Lance.
I'm Chris.
And this is the 90s Nuts Podcast. I hope everybody has a safe Halloween and enjoy your spooky season.
Yep, happy Halloween.
Yep.